Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So I know that after the last video, after we went through the thought process and the principles and the concepts of it, you've got questions. You're like, yeah, but what does this look like in real life? What defines the high or the zone or the kill zone or zone 1, zone 2, zone 3? So that's exactly what I'm going to be going through in this series. In this particular lesson, we're going to be looking at the first chance entry, so the most aggressive, so you can catch those strong trends. And in the next lesson, I'm going to be talking about the second chance and then the third chance in the one after that. So without further ado, grab your pen and paper and your notebook and let's get stuck in. Alright, so in this lesson, we're going to go over the first chance entry into the trend continuation. And it's based off of looking at the start of the kill zone that we're going to draw out once we've identified the trend. So as you can see here, we've been monitoring the dollar yen and we've been putting in lower low, lower close, outside returns, and we've just put in this recent lower low lower close, okay, and this was a trade that we took this week, and we've just put in this most recent lower low lower close, which indicates a trend continuation. So with that said, what we're looking for now is for price action to push up, and then what we're looking to do is to sell the high. And the first place we're going to be looking at is this area here. So the initial kill zone is here, the previous low, the lowest low of the most recent low to the highest high of the most recent outside return. So here's our outside return, here's our lowest low. And the first area I'm going to be looking at is this area right here. Alright, so as we mentioned in the last video, to define this zone, we're taking the candle with the lowest low and we're going to make the zone that we're looking for a test, what we're looking for that retest on the lower time frame, the low of this candle. Okay, so we're going to draw out that zone. We can see there's the low of the candle there, and what we're looking for is a test, a double top up at that level, and for that we can use the lower time frame. So we patiently wait and see if price action can push up into that level. As soon as it touches this zone, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down to my lower time frame. So let's clear this off. We're no longer interested in that zone at the moment. We're looking for our first chance entry, which is going to be right in this zone here. So let's drop down to the 15-minute time frame. Okay, so down on the 15-minute time frame, you can see where we've drawn out our zone here. You can see that price action has pushed up into that zone and tested that zone. So we've essentially got our initial test at this point for the double top. Now, I'm not going to go through all the filters of a double top at this stage. We just need to know that technically it needs to be a valid double top. So we can't violate the high of the previous high. We'll go through filters at the end, such as RSI and things like that. But just know that we're looking for a valid technical double top up at this level. Alright, so you can see that price action has started to retrace at this level. So all we're looking for now is that second test. And you can see that we push up. At this point here, this becomes a valid double top. We've got our, we didn't violate the previous high. You can see here. Okay, so here's the high of the initial test. Here's the second test in that zone. So we can enter next bar market here. And what we'll be looking for is a test of the lows for targets. Now to define the lows, what I'm doing is I'm using the low of this candle here. Okay, so although this is the low, right, this zone is the low, I'm taking the first touch of that low. So the top of this zone here is where my targets will go. If you front run orders, you might want to be a couple of pips higher, but just know that I'm shooting for a retest of the low, which is the top of this zone as soon as we test the low. And then where my stop loss is going is at an ATR above this structure level here. So we're looking at a 15 pip ATR base stop. It's going to put us up here. Let's color this in red. And then what we're doing is we're just going to enter next bar market. So at the close of this candle, just like we would a normal double top, we're going to enter, and that will put us into our first chance entry into this move, this trend continuation move on the trading time frame. So you can see what a difference it's made to our risk reward. Instead of having stops up here, which would be more of a 1-to-1, this is more like a 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4-to-1. So let's see what happens next. Okay, there you have it. So we entered the next bar market, we rolled over, had a bit of a news spike up here, didn't get stopped out, let it play, and we were taken out for targets. So this is the first chance entry, and you can see here 60-minute time frame is the trading time frame. We pulled back up into the zone that I was looking at for the first chance entry, dropped down to the 15-minute time frame, which is the lower time frame in this trading situation. Got the double top at a previous bottom, entered next bar market, targets at a retest of the low. Very, very tight stops. So a great trade. In the next video, I'm going to go over the second entry technique, which is the lower low, lower close in the kill zone. So go through your charts, practice spotting these, identifying these, and when you're ready, we'll see you in the next video. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed lesson 2. This is lesson 2 in the series. We've still got 3, 4, and 5, but what I'm going to say now is, if you don't subscribe to the channel, I'm not going to release the third one. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, make sure you like it, comment, and share this video around to keep me releasing this series. There's 3 more to go after this one, and I'm only going to do it if you give the love. So that's it for this lesson, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully.